Hello and welcome to my channel, Seek to Find. I want to thank you for joining me in this video today, and if you like it, be sure and hit the like button, and if you would like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. Today's video we're talking about remembering your nighttime dreams. Now, the behaviors, thoughts, attitudes, what we do before we go to bed matters. Not only does it impact our rest, but it also impacts our dream recall. Now, there are things that we can do to enhance our dreams or hinder our dream recall. So some things that we do that hinder our dream recall: watching TV when we're in bed, listening to music, watching YouTube videos, having too much alcohol right before we go to bed. Sedatives can also impact our dream recall. Now, this whole video is about enhancing our dream recall and things we can do to make dream recall more conducive. The whole video is about this, but one thing that I do want to say that would benefit dream recall is just living a contemplative life in a hurried, harried day. And that's another video that I'm wanting to do, just to give a little bit of guideline on how to live in this harried, hurried world. One of the things that I think is absolutely the most important when you're looking at remembering your dreams is making that concise, conscious, wholehearted decision to want to remember your dreams, no matter what it is that you find out about yourself. Because that's what dream work is all about, is learning about yourself, healing, transforming, and becoming who you truly are deep within, that has been covered up through years of being told who you were, what you could do, what you can't do. So dream work is going to help you understand and recognize some things that you really haven't been able to recognize and see before, and yet you wonder, why can I not do this, or why am I like this? And dream work can help you do that. So let's get on with what we can do specifically. Another thing I want to say though before we do that is always remember to be gentle with yourself. If you start some of these things and try to integrate them into your life, just be gentle with yourself when you don't get it accomplished right away. It takes time to form a habit. The numbers are something like it takes 21 days to form a habit. It takes 90 days for it to become a part of your life, and it's over 250 days for the habit to be deeply formed within. So be gentle with yourself. Don't give up on this, and don't expect to do some of these things once or twice and be able to all of a sudden remember your dreams. It takes consistent time, again and again and again, doing these things, and then one day you'll just subtly realize that you're a little bit different. You're remembering your dreams a little bit more, and you're working with them a little bit more. So on to specifics. The first thing I would like to talk about is imagination, using your imagination. Now, in your imagination, right before you fall asleep, imagine yourself dreaming. Imagine yourself waking up and remembering those dreams. Then imagine yourself writing them down, working with them, and imagine yourself receiving some insight or ahas into what the dream is trying to tell you. Doing this will help with your dream recall when you wake up in the mornings. Another thing that will help you remember your dreams are books about dreams and about dream work. Now, I have some that I wanted to just show you, and the names of these books will be listed in the description of the video. The first one is Dreams, God's Forgotten Language by John A. Sanford. This is an older book. It's one of the first ones out that started bringing back dream work into our consciousness. And so it's a classic, and it has some really good information, and it's a good first book to read about dreams and dream work. Another book is titled The Wisdom of Your Dreams by Jeremy Taylor. The subtitle is Using Dreams to Tap into Your Unconscious and Transform Your Life. And he's well known in the dream circle, and he's been around, and his work has been around a long, long time. And this would be very beneficial for either someone just starting out, or even if you've worked with your dreams for a while. The next one I wanted to show you is called Dreams and Spiritual Growth A Judeo-Christian Way of Dream Work. This book not only talks about dreams and how they come about or what they're for and what they do, but it gives you specific techniques to use to help you understand what your dreams are saying to you. And this is a book that I will be using to, I will be giving some techniques and doing some videos on some techniques from this book, as well as some techniques that I have developed myself. And finally, I just wanted to show you a book, Unopened Letters from God. And this is from the Hayden Institute. Robert Hayden wrote this book, and it's actually a workbook. And this is good for individual work or group work, either one or both. One of the things I also want to say is don't rush right out and try to find a book on the images and symbols, the meaning of images and symbols. Those books are good to have, but that's not the first thing you want to do when you have a dream and you have an image in your dream or you have a symbol in your dream. That's not the first thing you want to do. The first thing you want to do is to look at what you think of this image or this symbol. What associations do you make? And then you can go to an image book or a symbol book and see if some of those things apply with that image for you. But primarily, and first off, you want to see what it is that this image or symbol means for you. Another thing you want to do that will help you remember your dreams would be sharing your dreams and sharing your dream work regularly with someone, an individual or in a group. The important thing about this is that you would want to share it with someone that you trust, or a group that you trust. You'll be telling some intimate things. Your dream's going to reveal about some things about you. And so you want to be able to trust that individual with your dreams, with your dream work, kind of with your heart and soul. You're wanting to be able to trust that individual. Another thing you want to do is, as you are falling asleep, pay conscious attention to the fact that you want to dream and that you want to remember your dream. Just as you're drifting off, gently think about those things. Having a pen, paper, pencil, your phone, a little cassette recorder there by your nightstand or in the bathroom is also beneficial to have, so that when you wake up, you remember your dream, you write it down. That way there's no chance of, if you fall back asleep, you wake up and you've forgotten your dream, because that does happen. So if you're concerned about waking somebody up, then you could just keep those things in your bathroom. And then when you get up, go to the bathroom, you can close the door, write it down, say it into a cassette recorder, phone memo, whatever is handy for you or whatever is easiest for you. Now, also, you can just put down an image, whatever image or symbol you might remember from your dream, because even if that's all you remember, that's important, and you can do some work and you can gain some insight from that image or from that symbol. Just documenting and working with your dreams also enables you and enhances the situation so that you can remember your dreams a little bit better. The other thing that can help is explore your dreams with your 5 senses. So when you're writing down your dream or you're thinking about your dream, working with your dream, stop for a minute and go, think about, was there anything that you saw that stood out? Was there a color that you saw? Was there a person that you saw? Was there a tree that seemed exceptionally beautiful? And write that down. Go back and think about your dream. Was there a smell? And you might not write that automatically in your dream because you don't really think about it. But if you take the time to specifically think about these things, you may go, you know what? There was kind of a smell in that dream. Write that down. Was there anything that you tasted? Did you eat anything? How did it taste? Was there a taste in the air that you experienced? Again, go back, think about that, write it down. Was there anything that you touched that felt weird, or something that touched you that rubbed up against your skin or your clothes that felt a little bit different? Felt good, felt bad, whatever it might be, write that down. And then finally, was there anything that you heard that seemed a little bit weird? Again, you may not write these things down when you're writing your dream out, but if you stop and look at those specific things, you may be surprised at how much these 5 senses do play a role in your dream. Another thing beneficial to remembering your dreams is drawing. I'm not talking about artwork here. I'm talking about stick figures, whether it's a little stick bird or a stick car, a person, whatever it may be. Just draw it out, and you can write something about it alongside the drawing. That just makes that connection between vision, hand, tactile. It makes that connection in your brain to remember it a little bit better, which will help you remember dreams more when you wake up. One of the things also is that it's just so important to think about what you do before you go to bed. It really influences not only our rest, but it influences our dream recall. If you're thinking about what you've got to do the next day, or you're processing the day as you lay down to go to sleep, your rest is not going to be good, and it's not going to help you remember your dreams. So try to do all of that before you ever lay down to go to sleep. And as you're going to sleep, gently think about, you want to remember your dreams. You want to dream and you want to remember your dreams. Another thing you could do as you're gently falling asleep is you could also, if there's a situation with, say, your child's teacher, and you're not quite sure how to handle that or what to say, you could gently think about that situation and call on help to get a little bit of information through your dream about how to handle that situation. You also want to do things that will help incubate your dream. And by that I mean just do these things to calm yourself down so that your dream will be ready to come, and it will be ready to reveal things to you. It'll be ready to hatch, so to speak, if you can gently incubate that time period right before you fall asleep. Now, some specific things that you can integrate into your life to help with this incubation would be yoga, qigong, meditation, centering prayer, contemplative prayer. So all of these things you would do in your day, not all of them, but pick one and do something that's going to help with that relaxing, calming, being in the present moment, so to speak. When you're writing your dream, you want to give as much detail as possible. Write down every little thing. Whatever you remember, document it. The more detail you give, the better you can also work with it, but also it helps you remember dreams in the future. And finally, when you wake up in the mornings, if you can, just lay there for a minute. Lay there, think about, and ask yourself, what have I been dreaming? Now, this could be hard because if your alarm is really loud, or you have animals that maybe jump up on your bed and wake you up, it could be a little bit difficult to relax again, just to reposition yourself, take a deep breath, and ask yourself, what have I been dreaming? This can help with dream recall if when you wake up you don't remember your dreams. So the important thing about these is that to remember, be gentle with yourself. Don't try to implement all of these things at one time. Choose one or two that you feel like you really can do and work on those. And give it some time to work on you, because you're going to do this once or twice and it happened, all of a sudden you're remembering your dreams. I'm not saying that won't happen, but generally speaking, we need to integrate things into our life for a little while before we start seeing the benefits. And then sometimes the benefits are very subtle, and all of a sudden one day you're going, I feel a little bit different, or I see a little bit different than I used to see and understand. And I'm dreaming a little bit more and remembering those a little bit more. So always be gentle with yourself as you're implementing anything new, and trust yourself to know that you know best about your dream. Other people can give you some help and some insight, but all that you need to do what it is you need to do, you have. You just need to learn how to make access or gain access to that. Again, thank you so much for watching. Any comments, please leave below. Hit the like button if you like this video. Hit subscribe if you think you would like to see more videos like this. Again, thank you so much.